Okay, now let's talk about customer acquisition costs, or CAC, as it's called. And just conceptually, this is really simple. This is literally just your marketing costs to get a particular customer. Now, I think where I would add nuances is a common thing that I see entrepreneurs do is they average out the cost of all their customers. And this is a big mistake, and I'll talk about why in a second. But let's say hypothetically we get customer number one through ads. So ads. And that cost us, let's say, $100. And then we have customer number two came in, and that cost us, $30. And customer number three came in, and that cost us $50. And then let's say that we get a whole bunch of free organic traffic from customer number four. Didn't cost us anything, came to our website and bought a bunch of stuff. Somehow all these people just showed up and we don't know how. What I often see people doing is they will take all 6 of these customers and they will average them together. And so what you basically have here is $180 and then plus 0 and then divided by 6 customers, and it's like, wow, $30 per customer. That's not bad. Our product is, a $100 product, so that's great. Let's just do that over and over. Wrong. That is not a good way to think about things. And the reason why the average is not a good way to think about things is, if we go back to talking about our marketing machine, the ideal scenario is we can control the inputs. We want to be able to control how this machine works. And that means that when we start optimizing, we want to be able to know, are we putting in $1 in? Are we putting $2 in? What do we need to do to optimize this machine? Like if we go back to the machine again, if we put $1 in, are we getting $1 out? That's the question. And we need to know, like, if we are doing concerted marketing with ads, in this case, we are actually putting in, in this first example, let's say putting in $100, and if our product yields $100 in profit, then we're getting $100 out. And in the second case, we're putting in $30, and that is yielding $100, right? We don't want to average all these numbers. We want to know, how can we make a concerted effort to pour more inputs in that we want? And the problem is, when you lump in organic, you don't control organic. You don't control organic at all. In fact, that's almost by definition what this is. And so when people tell me, oh, we're not paying for marketing, that makes me cringe, because it means you do not have control over your marketing machine. So what you want to do is you want to segment out your different marketing channels. So you want to segment out your ads channels from your free channels. And in this case, your CAC for your ads channels is actually more like $180 divided by 3, right? You got 3 customers, it costs you $180, and so that's $60 per customer. Still profitable if we're making $100 off of each one, but that's a better representation. So now we know on average for our ads channels, we're pouring in $60 and getting, let's say, $100 out. Then we should just be pouring money into ads channels over and over and over, assuming that our payback period is short, in order to make this machine really optimized. So that is how I think about it, and how everyone should think about their customer acquisition costs. It's very important to segment by channel, and ideally even by campaign. But let's just talk about channel first. Segment by ads, segment whether it's free, segment by SEO. If you're spending money on writers and all, there's a cost for the writers and folks helping you with link partnerships. Or segment by partnerships. If you hired somebody to do partnerships, like how many partnerships are they achieving from you across the cost of that person's salary? That's how I think about customer acquisition costs across these general channels.